Hey, this is RonnygoBOOM, and welcome to my Factions Let's Play. Today I'm going to show you how to claim land by claiming some myself from a new guy. I'm going to build a small base on it and show you that, and I'm also going to show you my sorter from the last map. It's pretty cool. Hey, this is RonnygoBOOM, and I'm here in spawn. I'm about to head to Northwest 29 because there's this guy named Kevin who is unclaiming his land, and I'm hoping to get one from it before he finishes. Nope, too late. Shoot. Yep, there we go. Now I just gotta claim it. Now that I have that claimed, I can actually go back to spawn. Done. Now I have some land right over here at Northwest 29, and I can claim it. Fantastic. All done. That's all I had to do. So easy. And all I had to do was type /f space list. And that shows me all the factions that are like the most recent factions online. And then if I do /f space list 2, for example, it shows me the next most recent. And what I did was I went to list 3, and I found gods had only 3 power, and they had 3 lands. So all I had to do was kill Kevin once. So I killed him, and I got his land. Easy as that. I'm apologizing to Kevin. Oh, now I feel bad for Kevin. I'll give him this knockback sword that I got. I'll give him this cacti. Here you go, Kevin. Here's some food. Here are your cacti back. Stop moving. Oh, Kevin. Kevin, stop. Okay, if you don't want stuff, I'm not going to give it to you. Fine. Hey everyone, this is RonnygoBOOM, and I'm here at Northwest 29 in that Stargate, and I just claimed some land right back here, and I built a little thing in the sky. It's just really simple so far. I have to drop that water stream, but how do I drop it? Here's the coolest thing. Just zoom in and hit it with that button. There we go, shoot an arrow right up. Then we'll take this water stream up. That one is blocked off. I can swim to the top. And then I'll just walk over here and hit this button to turn that water stream off. Make sure nobody followed me. Just give a couple hits. Cool. And I'm in the process of using my herbalism skill to change all of this cobble into mossy cobble because it's a little bit prettier. So all you have to do is right click with seeds in your hand, and in fact if you use the green Terra ability you can get yourself a 100% chance at certain levels or for a certain time period, I think, with the herbalism skill. I have a tutorial on it, the MCMMO tutorial. I can link it here. It's a pretty awesome skill, but I need to gather a lot more seeds in order to turn the rest of this into mossy cobble. I'm going to have some vines dangling and things like that. Fun stuff. But yeah, I'm going to need a lot more seeds. I have a lift down to an underground base, but I'm not going to show you that quite yet. It's pretty cool, but it's not ready to show yet. So we'll leave it at that. So thanks for watching. I will show you when I make more progress on this base. This is just going to be an auxiliary base where I have some farming and some animals, maybe some villager trading, simple stuff. And we started the cyan layer on the next level. That's the layer that the repeaters go on. And Brian's working on that while I count out the spaces from this one by making the same template as before. And let's see. So there's the top row of hoppers, and then underneath that go 2 hoppers to the left of these 2 blocks, and then these 2 blocks, then down like this, and then 1 down and 1 to the right. That's the layer that the repeaters go on. So a repeater will go on this block facing that block right there. Just like that. Nope, it's facing the wrong way. But that's fine. I'll go up here. Brian's breathing healthy.
Sorry.
You have allergies?
Yeah.
I think you're allergic to dogs. I am too.
It's really wet here right now. Looks like that's my allergies.
Oh, so the top layer is smaller.
Yeah, it doesn't really fit otherwise.
Yeah, that's fine. No problem. Okay, and then we just continue this template. Just like before. Very cool. Okay, now I can start to add a hopper here. Nope, too high. Just like that. Facing that wall, that's very important. Just like that, and then 1 here. There's going to be another one below it. But for now, yikes, fell a little bit. So we get underneath it so that we can place these blocks down. There's 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's put one here. Okay, so from the side it's 1, 2, then 1, 2, and then the cyan block goes right here. So I'll replace this one with cyan. Oscar. And then we continue this. Now, from this side, we have a really good opportunity to place hoppers here. Otherwise, it's going to be a hassle later. Well, let's check out this bottom layer also. So we have 1, 2, those face the walls. And that third one. And then this has to make it to here. Again, we have an extra block that we could bring it down. But it's fine. I'll tell Brian and see what he thinks. But so what we're going to have to do for each level is we're going to have to bring these down over here. We'll make it look prettier than this, but it's got to go around to lead into these hoppers, which will come down, and then they'll all consolidate together into a single chest, just like this. And that'll be pretty cool, because our chest room will be down here. We'll have chests on that wall, chests on that wall, chests on that wall, all with either item frames or signs telling us where each different block type is. Okay, now Brian made this cool little scaffolding out of wood so we can burn it down after pretty easily. And we're just going to do the last step, which is to make a downward facing hopper on each of the hoppers. And before that, I like to do this. So you punch out one of the things in between so that you know where to place the redstone torches, and then you just place redstone torches at every other space all the way to the end. And then on the opposite side, so we pick one in between that doesn't have a redstone torch, look to the opposite, and there, one goes there, and we do one every other here as well. And we do this all the way around on both sides. Okay, so we've been working on this a lot. I finished this order on a couple levels. Oh shoot, dang. Thank goodness for graceful landing. So the sorter is giant. We have 3 completed layers, and we've actually added some sorting to account for new blocks, such as all the different types of glass, all the flowers, and new blocks coming out in 1.8, all the different kinds of new ores, or new stone rather. I came up with this design. I knew it was possible because Brian found it on YouTube a while ago, but I couldn't find a video with the design. So I kind of made up one on my own that allows me to tile these things next to each other without having the redstone interact. So even if the chest overflows, we don't have to worry about the system getting backed up. And it uses a piston and a torch to activate that repeater instead of just this straight redstone. So there's a very slight delay, but it should work very, very well, and it allows us to hold a lot more sorting, almost twice as much sorting, in the same amount of area just by adding another row of hoppers inside. And we do this tileable thing on the outside, and that'll be cool. I can show you a tutorial on that in creative mode. Like, oh. Now that that's over with, I can show you a tutorial in creative mode later. So Brian has been working hard on the aesthetics while I've been working on the redstone. The redstone is actually done for the sorter. All I have to do is add a couple more torches underneath this side, and then I have to draw all the hoppers down. And I have a really cool system that I developed in creative mode to do that, and I'll show you that right here. Alright, so I'm here in my creative test world where I have a mock-up of the chest room for my sorter. So just because it was easier to do, if you could imagine, all this stone is actually the bottom hopper in each of the sorters, and here would be all the redstone to the sorter, and I have 3 layers just like we do in the quartz tier. Instead of using hoppers to show where each thing goes for each chest, I used a different color of block, or a different kind of block, so that it's easier to see where each stream goes. So for example, if this chest needed one different kind of item to go in it, I usually use that for a large, like a high volume item such as cobble. We'll bring the hoppers up to one single bottom hopper of the sorter. The same for this acacia wood. We'll use like one type that goes right up. And then there's one more and one more. So these are all for items that we have a lot of, high volume items like stone, cobble, dirt, and redstone dust. Then for items that we want to consolidate, let's say different types of meats, we might want a couple. So we bring the hoppers up, and then we go all the way to the right with these hoppers facing the ones to the left. So for example, we'd make a hopper stream up, and then this hopper would face that one. This hopper would dump its items into that one, this one into that, this one into that. So it's a little hopper stream that goes down. If we want even more items, and we kind of used up a lot of room on this lower tier, so with this gold stream, we also want just one item. So we'll go up to the next tier of sorting. And we'll do the same thing with coal and sandstone and no blocks. These are just also symbols representing hopper streams. But say we want to use the next one, we'll bring this sandstone up, and there we have 5 open things for sorting. And then, once we make it to that point, we have opened up some sorting. So right here we have some some spruce leaves delineating another section. So the point is, we can put all these chests, alternating chests and trap chests, having several different items in it. So these each have one different kind of item. This one has up to 5 or however many really you need. And if you really want a lot of items to go in a chest, so for example, different types of redstone equipment, levers, buttons, pistons, all sorts of pressure plates, all those different kinds of things, I like to have those in the same chest. So I can just open that chest and get all the redstone equipment for my trap builds or for redstone builds, all in the same place. I just open one chest and get stacks of them. So I want maybe several items to be sorted into that, and we could go all the way to the back and use the top tier for that, going all the way using this entire row. That's probably about 10 to 12 items, maybe more. And we could just go all the way around with this one, putting whatever 60 different items into the same chest. And if we wanted to do that, we could, and it'd be pretty easy. But that's how you that's the best way that we found to organize our chests and to organize the hopper streams, to make them as efficient and small and like use as few hoppers as possible. Also, the best way to do it is not to have hopper streams like this. It's actually to alternate between chests and hoppers, because hoppers take an extra 5 iron to make compared to a chest, and the chest is included in the production of a hopper, and these chests will have their items sucked down. This is actually the most efficient way to have hopper streams. And if you wanted to have a stream right next to it, all you'd have to do is make sure that you have trapped chests is one way to do it, or you could, instead of trying to put a chest here because then they would share those items, you could just double up hoppers, and then you could alternate between chests and hoppers so that these alternate side by side. Another way to do it would be to have trap chests. Of course, you want this last one to point into the chest, but let's say trap chests. If we use trap chests, we can line those up side by side. There are 2 different ways of doing it. Another would be to just back it up one more level, and we could have trap chests here as well, at a diagonal. Several ways that you can do that right next to each other without accidentally joining chests, because this right here would be a bad idea, because those items would mix, and what's the point of sorting if you're going to mix the same items? I hope this helps. But then I'm going to come back here and show you this chest room. So Brian made all these chests. Hoppers are going to string down behind it to each chest, and I asked him to put a number above each chest. The number corresponds to the number of items that need to be sorted into each chest. So instead of having an enormous chest room with every single item getting its own chest, we've combined many items. So all the quartz is going to have all these different kinds of quartz in it in ways that make sense. Stone brick is going to have the slabs and stairs, sorted separately, but all drawn with hoppers into the same chest. Cobblestone gets his own chest, stone, endstone, and netherrack are put together. Obsidian and ice are put together, and hardened ice, which I don't think exists on the server yet, because it hasn't. We haven't spawned it in an Explorer world, but it'll happen eventually. I'm sure we'll get one of those biomes eventually, and I can't wait for that. I'm also excited for a mesa biome. That'll be a great way to get some clay very quickly. We're putting all the plants in the same chest, wood stuff, which includes stairs of all types, and then all the basic types of wood, planks and logs, then other wood things. Just as many ways as we can consolidate things, we're going to do it. This is redstone and redstone blocks. I love this new stained glass. Look at this pillar that he made in the middle. I think it's really pretty. So the room, I love green, but I think the blue works better with quartz. So Brian and I are going to stick to like a blue sort of design for this inside of this tier. I do love this though. So if you take a stair and you place it in the corner like that, and then you place stained glass above glowstone with a slab on top, you can have lighting that blends in with your base But also, you can have lighting of any color, which is very, very cool. You could do this with blue, yellow, red, to tint that glowstone. And I think this is brilliant. This is an awesome design idea, and I can't wait to use it. What is this? Oh, ooh, this must be Brian's method of getting up. So we built a lot of the scaffolding out of wood so we could just burn it when we're done, which I think was a great idea. And he was looking to try and come up with a good way of getting from this room right here, which is going to be our enchanting room, all the way up to the chest room, and I guess he did stairs with some water, which is a cool idea. I like it. I really like it. He might have to change this slab right here to a half slab down one, and that way we can run out this side. Let's try that right now. So, I hope that water didn't mess anything up. We'll take this and put this slab right there. But yeah, I'm very excited to run the hoppers down and get this sort of running, and then we're gonna turn this place into an inner tube. We have some plans for the center. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a beacon running up through there. The beacon is too far away to have the beacon effect. But good stuff for the future.